Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. PayPal, it's probably the most hated stock today and yesterday and for the last few years probably. And honestly, you think, can it get worse? And might be, especially when you look at the news and have a look. Since last earnings report, which was October 28th, the stock went down. It was going down and down all the time, 32%. And the earnings report was great. Okay, it was a good one. They triple beat revenue, profit, the guidance. And the news yesterday was that the PayPal holdings was downgraded from neutral to sell by Rothschild and company Redburn with a price target of $50, indicating a potential of 10% downside. And obviously, the stock went down quite significantly, all right, to 2.5%. But considering all the previous declining, you think, how? Because the name is so big, Rothschild, right? Let's have a look. Who is this Rothschild and company, and why people looking at these analyst ratings at all? This is the list. This is the previous one. If you remember my last video, I was speaking about this James Fawcett. He also downgraded, imagine, from 51 to $50. And the interesting is that nothing happened through this time except if you go through the news. And by the way, since the last earnings report, all the news were positive for the company about the progress. So they had their earnings release where they triple beat, and then they say PayPal submits application to establish an industrial bank to expand access to financial services, etc. Then Paychex and PayPal team up to bring direct deposit alternatives. So some partnership here. Then PayPal powers Microsoft's launch of Copilot checkout. Then PayPal supports trusted AI checkout with Google. Then Deutsche Bank expands support for PayPal to strengthen global payment capabilities, etc. Then they acquire Symbio. So no negative news at all. Only some partnerships. They made this product, they made this, and some guy called James Fawcett decided that no, it shouldn't cost $51, it should cost $50, even though the company did not report yet. But the one with the company name Rothschild and company Redburn, this person Fahed Kunwar, he downgraded to $50, and market reacts to this saying it as a big news. But who is this person, Fahed Kunwar, and should we listen to what he or she says? Have a look. This is the track record of Fahed Kunwar. Success rate 33%. Average return minus 4.6%. Out of all of Fahed's actions here, he managed to do the only one correct prediction, let's say 100% with the company MasterCard. Look at the others. Negative. So why is it even worth listening to what this person is saying? I don't even know if this person has to be listed here because it's clearly negative results. But still, somehow this news influence negatively the stock. As you know, for me, the main factual result will be when the company releases the earnings update, which is going to happen in 5 days on the 2nd of February. And then we'll see if the analysts with their recent updates are guessing it right or not. Obviously, now it's not even enough for the company to match the expectations in forms of revenue and profit and the guidance. They have to beat it. And I would expect as well, or they should increase the buyback this time, because if they consider that the company is worth more, if the company is valuable. They want to have more of their shares, and why not to buy more of their shares at such an attractive price? Or they should do the accelerated buyback while the stock price is so relatively low. Also, it's very subjective, but as I've been listening to earnings calls and I was following the news, this is the company executive leadership, and the CEO of the company, Alex Kreis, and other top managers. And honestly, every time that Miss Jamie Miller was speaking, it was negatively reflected in the stock price. I don't know how she was able to bring the positive information in such a kind of depressed way that stock was going down when she was speaking. I don't know how it's possible, but it actually was it. I hope this time Alex Kreis will take the helm even more, and he will speak about the company's success results in his form of saying, because he brings positiveness to the company for sure. So sorry, Jamie Miller, but this is how it was. Otherwise, I don't know what should happen to bring the company, the stock price, to the very low value, because the sentiment is already so bad. We've been told that the company has so many competition from the other companies, that there is no room for the PayPal, etc. I personally don't believe it, because I see the numbers, what they've been delivering in last quarters, what they were saying about their outlook in the previous earnings result. So I expect them to beat their estimates. I expect them to accelerate or increase their buyback program to show the world that they are actually believing in what they are doing, that they want to put their money where their mouth is. So we'll see. I'm really curious. Just 5 days to go, and I expect, in the positive case, when they double beat their profit and revenue, if they update their outlook as well, then the company should fly as a rocket up. If something of that fails, obviously easily 10% down till $50, and then I have to shut up myself, because I'll say I don't understand anything in stock market and this is the value trap, etc. It's interesting. I'll be watching, following. It's gonna be my day X in all my activity. Hopefully the company won't disappoint us, because I think that who wanted to sell the stock, they already sold it. There is no sellers left, so has to be just the buyers. And honestly, with such a reduced capitalization as they have now already, it's becoming harder and harder for the Wall Street to bring their money to the company, just because it's sometimes the big funds, they are not allowed to buy the company under certain capitalization level. And if the company goes even lower to $50, let's say, it will be of the less than $50 billion of capitalization, and it might bring additional negative sentiment. All right, that was the shout of from my soul. I wanted to express my excitement about all this news about the analyst downgrades, and I think this analyst should not be even called analyst. We'll see what happens, and I hope that Alex Kreis will bring the company to the right direction. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.